Welcome back, folks, to Pillars of Eternity. We are still on the hunt for Theos. So let's just hunt him down and try. We did reach level 12, so we are pretty good there.
Hey.
We have a bunch of exceptional stuff.
Hey.
I'm on the trail.
So just keep rolling. So we've cleared that area. Quartz. Guardian's Dome. Still nothing of importance.
Eh? No problem.
Can we not go down the stairs? Okay.
Hey.
So what are we missing? Okay. Sure. Can we not go this direction either? Okay, we can't reach it. Okay. Alright, let's keep going then. I'm like, okay. Okay. Barbarians have many abilities that make them well suited for engaging in groups of enemies in melee. When dealing with a large mob of enemies, consider sending a barbarian into the fray.
Hey.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey.
Eh?
Hey.
Tribolics against the elements.
Hey.
Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
Eh?
Hey.
I guess Theos sees us. Ring of Unshackled.
I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
Broad Belt of Power. What is that? +2 might, +2 resolve. That's pretty powerful. And a strike bonus. I also do burn. Use your wild strike damage for 12 seconds. That's pretty powerful. Does anybody not have a belt? Oh, rings. Suppress affliction. Got 2 of them.
Hey.
I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Sure, Theos. Sure. Before we,
Hey.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was. Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders.
Yes.
You are ready to give a confession?
I am ready to hear one from you.
Like a boss. Where you at, Theos? There we go. Memories of the ancients. There you are. You come to a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with iron and trimmed with copper. At the far end of the great pillar are its piece from below it like a raging spike that shimmers text, given the illusion of boundless depths. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, as they are all questions. The base of the pillar stands Theos, a look of concern on his face as he notes your approach. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all others, spinning madly in your mind, but you don't dare ask it yet. You need some admission from him first, some hint of the veracity of your suspicions.
You are far from your post, Inquisitor. What brings you here?
Was Aviana telling the truth?
That woman sought only to destroy the foundations of peace and civility that my people sacrificed everything to build.
What is this place?
We are in a sanctum holy to Utica. There are others like it in service to the other gods. I come here often to pray for her counsel, and in this space I may be assured that she hears me.
This machine, what does it do?
It has many uses, but its purpose is to bring structure to the chaos that surrounds it.
All these statues, who are they of?
They are monuments to Utica's greatest servants among my people. I hope to join them myself one day, but my work is not yet complete.
Was the entire Inquisition based on a lie?
The Inquisition was based on the need to cut the flesh from a rotting wound.
You are shaken now, having lost all patience for attack. No more evasion. You have to know everything you believed, everything that you have done for the gods. You lied to me when you said the gods would end suffering. Theo says nothing. Are there no gods?
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked? Something men can turn to in their darkest moments when their days seem only like bridges from one tragedy to the next. Our gods are all these things.
With Theos, every word you find yourself losing control of the boiling cauldron of rage and doubt and fear and hopelessness until you can take it no long. Are there no gods?
We are in a sacred place within earshot of the gods themselves. This is not the time. You've been through much these past few months. You will return home and you will rest. When you feel you have recovered, you may rejoin us at the trials. The Inquisition is far from over, and I will have need of you. There are many who continue to spread the lies of the apostate. The Inquisition will not end until we have pronounced judgment on all of them.
His eyes linger on you, and there is no mistake that the threat behind it. Your rage shrinks at the image of the iron will in your mind, monolithic and caked with the dried blood of thousands. You do not ask your question again. I see. You finally come for me.
Find it.
Attack. I'm not here to talk this time. Fuck
Hear
you.
me, Woodicans. Your servant calls for aid.
I attack.
Roak 10!
What the hell? Alright, what should we do? You tank this thing. You tank this thing. I'm going after Theos. I'm sure we need to destroy the minions first, but we will try. While we're here, we might as well do something. We've got summons and crap, right? Where's the summons? There's summons. We'll do that. Ouch. Oh, that's not good. Turn to werewolf, bro. Run, bro, run. No, run. There we go. How are we doing? Can we knock him down? We're doing okay. How are we doing? Arcane dampener. This guy. There we go. How we doing? How we doing? We're doing not too shabby.
Enough of this.
All right. Let's actually focus on that dude. What in the world?
Onward.
Actually, you can keep attacking, right? Okay, he's dead.
This isn't working.
Let's see here. Definitely need to do some heals. See how he's doing. You should probably move to the side somewhere.
This isn't working.
Speaker of the Restless. Let's go ahead and cast a heal. We have a moon well or something.
Can't get the
Ouch.
This isn't working.
Hey.
Might work. You never know. It would be nice if it did. You get a moon. What's it called? Moon whale. Where's the moon whale? Moon whale, right here. Alright. Oh, snap.
sure.
Run, bro, run. There we go. Trip his ass.
can't get a good shot with this.
I'm ready.
Let's keep going.
Hey.
Oh, let's keep going.
Hey.
Can we bleed them? It'd be awesome if we could. Alright, just do this. Okay, you... Got a bunch of AoEs, but can't do much else. We can do a heal. Health stones, moon whale. Right there.
Damn.
Just go ahead and jump in. Oh, that's not good.
Damn.
Let's keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running.
My bow's ready.
Charge.
You're not.
I have failed.
Yes. At your feet rests the body of Theos, hollow and dense, with a wrinkled shape by the sense, shouldering an eternal burden now soothed across his colored, drained face. The soul remains still for a moment, defenseless, its energy expended in defeat. It lies sprawled across the body like a death
All
shroud.
those lifetimes spent to preserve a single vital secret. I can't imagine having that much certainty.
Yeah.
After journeying for lifetimes, I can't imagine his failure. Knowing it was all for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Theos followed his mistress's orders too well. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse that he will remember this again one day after he makes it through the wheel.
True enough.
He was good at serving his god, I give him that. He should have picked a better one.
Explore Theos' soul. The depth plunged into Theos' soul, where the Buckenbury he had been a maze of narrow corridors and dead ends. Now it is expansive and borderless. Its walls crumble in heaps of ruins of Ethan as you pass through them. Travel for what seems like an age, rushing to a known destination, a memory you glimpsed once before. At last you see it, no more than a pinprick of light at the end of a long tunnel, expanding slowly at first, then quickly as you near. Come out of the room you are standing in now, and it's new, pristine, and filled with people, thousands of them, all turned towards the great iron pillar and the machines that encase it. Theo stands at the machine, and you are one with him now. You look out at the crowd, at the faces shriveled old men and curved-cheeked little girls, and mothers bouncing infants to quiet them, and fathers grasping their children's restless hands, watching you with a somber acceptance. A woman with tears in her eyes gives you a small nod. You turn back towards the machine, your breath restricts beneath the weight of an unwanted knowledge, preparing yourself to set out alone on a journey without end. You close your eyes and open them again to find the machine still in front of you, beckoning. You take your place in front of it and place your hands upon the great machinal device, or disc, at the base of the great crystal column and speak a single word. Giant rings creak of life, building speed, setting astray a carved draconic mouth aglow and sending tremors through the platform beneath you. The entire room shakes now with the force of accelerating machine, all sounds drowned out as its deep, deafening thrum. Brilliant tentacles of light arc outward from the pillars in all directions, and you look over your shoulder to see them engulfing the crowd, burning them brightly like hot irons. One by one, the tentacles disappear, leaving ashen effigies where people once stood, many of them disintegrated into gray heaps under the stress of the tremors. Look above to the iron pillar and the glowing spherical mass that began to collapse atop of the column where the arcs converged. It glows and pulses, translucent and bulbous like some intense crystalline, suspended in slow rotation as though it were being spun from the arcs of light. When the arcs disappear, the spectacular mass hangs a moment, no longer rotating so bright you must shield your eyes with an outstretched hand, and it seems to you as though it is looking at you. You bow your head in acknowledgement and look back to see it melt into the pillars like a warm candle wax. The pillars flare with a flash of light, bright as the sun itself, and fades into the darkness. The machine slows down to an abrupt halt, and when the last echoes of the grinding clogs has passed, the chamber is still, and you are alone. From all sides of reality begin to bleed in through the memory. You find yourself in your own skin once more, looking down at Theos' lifeless body. You sense the listless to Theos soul, an overwhelming fatigue that hinders its immediate escape and make it vulnerable to manipulation. You feel as though your victory has given you some kind of hold over it, and you are able to do with it as you please. Memory shall be your penance. I do not envy you, Theos. I have of all people realized the sway of memories can hold. It is time for you to be granted peace. Tear his soul apart. I do not envy you, Theos. I of all people realize the sway of memories can hold. It is time you were granted peace. Destroy all memories contained. Your memory makes you a slave to your own past. Perhaps it can't be undone, but it can be forgotten. It shall trouble neither of us any longer. Destroy all the memories contained within.
A questionable act. Without his memories, there will be nothing of Theos left to appreciate your mercy.
Return to the landscape of Theos' memories, to the vast terrain of deceptions and crippling despair. You can feel your agency in this world now, an ability to reshape the whims of your dominant will. You focus on the vision of pure emptiness, and you will become a swirling vortex around you, sweeping through the landscapes and bearing away moments of lifetimes like some apocalypse Bowick that would tear away the essence of the planet itself. The storm builds up until the very crust of the world peels the fabric of the soul that anchored it. It is borne into the sky, too distant to observe. The last thing you see is a white void, boundless in all directions, unfettered by the shackles of experience and doubt. In the stillness that follows, a single word echoes through your mind, a word you spoke when you were one with Theos in the ancient memory. You realize that it was the word that activates the machine.
Hey.
He's still dead. I grow tired of him. But he was a slave to his own memory. As you approach the machine, the path underfoot suddenly changes to a cobble road. If you hadn't experienced visions like this already in Toronto, you are tempted to believe that the machine had sucked you into it, deposited you in the middle of nowhere. The sun blazes overhead, and rolling meadows and thick forest of either side of the road can be anywhere in the Deerwood. A shrill crackle turns your head. Standing next to you is a malnourished man clad in threadbare loincloth and manacles. His entire body is stripped with lash marks, and there is a scarred pit where his nose and ears should be. He sinks of stale sweat and unfinished filth. You notice something wandering down the road. It is his figure. Back is to you, a scarred slave, as your attention for now.
You know something of quiet servitude, Watcher. Groveling and simpering before the gods whose aid you need, so that when they finally raise you to a place of power, you can seize what you desire. You have labored at the pleasure of others. That shriveled hag in Hadrit House, those preening soldiers with more taste for silk than steel, the wretched tribesmen playing out their fantasies of grandeur. And then you cowered and knelt before the gods themselves, begging one paltry favor and receiving riddles and visions in response.
Yes?
And now the gods give you orders and commands, even while you set out to fix what they cannot. Yet what have they offered you?
They would offer the mean to stop Boudica and Theos. That's enough for me. Given the breathless of the iron mechanicals, it's amazing that he can raise his bony, thin arm. But he does, and he points to the person walking the other way along the road.
The exiled queen is not an ungrateful patron.
Get a better look at the lone figure and realize that she's wearing a robes, tired and singed, but fine nonetheless. On her head is a silhouette of a broken crown. She continues walking, her pace slow but determined.
Finish the work Theos began. Strengthen Boudica with these souls and allow her to become the most powerful of all the gods, with you as her favorite.
I've been working against Boudica all this time. Why would she thank me now after I've defeated her most loyal servant? Loyalty and weak, Theos proved his inadequacy when he failed to anticipate you. A plan exposed is worse than none at all. But you have proven resourceful, equal to the scheme of gods. Boudica has a long memory, Watcher. For both friends and foe, she keeps her oaths. What do you mean by favored? Helping Boudica would mean that the secret of the gods stay hidden. Safely hidden, yes, from the violent overlords who would cease to fear punishment in the next life, from the heavy-handed masters who would answer to no one. The world needs some schemes, or are the souls of Keth so pure that you would snap a tenuous thread that binds society? What do you mean by her favored? A recipient of Boudica's blessing, she has always had a place for mortals of particular merit. If you help her now, she will become the most powerful of all the gods, and you will be one who made her so. Think of the lifetime of reward you could reap. Equal parts madness and idiocy. Why would we form an alliance with ones who would oppose us at every turn? Stern just turns his filthy eyes on Prentice. Say your companion who been abandoned by her own country. Do you really trust her to make an alliance for you? Shana takes a bundle at his feet and heaves the burden onto his back. Olive explained the alternatives, Watcher. Continue to be opponent's god or partner of one. At the other end of the road, a figure stops. She turns her head just enough to look over her shoulder. Her face is mostly hidden, but one merciless eye peers at you from a cheek of ripped and scorched flesh. I won't help you.
You say that now, but when you're standing in front of the machine, considering the lifetimes and the powers that await you, we'll see what you do.
Continues down the road, and the sun suddenly drops below the horizon. It plunges you into a memory of darkness. You come to your senses in front of the machine. All these evils I've seen, going on all the way back to the Saints' War. What is all that was all Wutica. Imagine if she was stronger on top of it all. Let us approach the machine. With your companions bearing witness, you step up to the machine, a place where Theos once stood before his people long ago. The machine lies in front of you, idle and ready. You have seen this machine and others like it operate. You understand how it works. It is advice that directing so. As a watcher, it would be a simple matter to influence that direction. Though as big as the machine is, it may be the last thing you ever do. Not yet. Let's talk to some people.
Never thought I'd see something like this in my travels. Lends a little perspective, doesn't it? To think, the decisions the Angwithans made thousands of years ago still shape our lives today.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a shame to deny these souls the chance to find their own way and their own purpose.
Alright, this is a good place to stop, Zany, and I will talk to my companions and I will make a decision. This requires dialogue and thought.